So you got yourself some Omnitech laser spray, you got yourself some glasses, and you got a bald spot in your head because you cannot figure out how to make them suckers work. Don't worry, I got your back. I'm going to share with you my settings and my ultimate secret when it comes to this Omnitech laser spray. And not sponsored, by the way. If y'all want to sponsor me, go ahead. But in the meantime, let's run it. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the secret. Secret is this particular laser spray, and not all of them do, but this particular one will etch your glasses in dark and light. Let me show you what I mean. This glass was etched with Omnitech laser spray, and also this glass was etched with Omnitech. Now, if you look at them, same glass, same settings. The secret is in the focus height. Now, I'm going to show you over here how we achieve that. But first, I'm going to take you into Lightburn and we're going to check out my settings of how I run my glasses. Okay, so if we start in Lightburn, I have one of my images here. And I already have these programmed down here, these little colored boxes. My glass is programmed on purple. Personally, you can program it on any one of these. You just click here and let's get into your settings. Most glasses will etch at this setting unless it's some oddball glass. So this is a guide, a suggestion, not a formula, okay? So that being said, my glass settings are set to 2800 speed, 45% power. Now, I have a 30-watt diode laser. Every laser is different, and every settings are going to be different. So again, this is a starting point, a jump off point for you to begin with, and then you can kind of fix your settings a little bit at a time. Now, speed 2800, max power 45. Okay. Now, the trick to glass, you need to take off the bio-directional fill right here. You see how this is not highlighted? Crosshatch is also not highlighted. You need those to be off. So what that is your laser goes back and forth, and bio-directional fill makes it go laser this way and then laser back. So if you turn that off, the bio-directional fill lasers one way, stops, comes back to the beginning, lasers again, like strips instead of back and forth. So that's really important. That allows the glass to cool down a little bit in between each laser pass. Very important is your bio-directional fill. Very, very important. So once you have all that, that's pretty much the gist of your settings. Go ahead if you want to take a screenshot of that if you need to. And we are going to move on to thy next step. Alrighty. Now this is where the laser spray comes in, and that trick that I told you in the beginning about getting this different results on the same type of glass from the same settings. So hard to see without, I'll try to put my little baby fingers in there. See, that's why they're hard to see. I personally am not crazy about that way. I personally like them this way. Light doesn't make it look the best. They look really nice in real life. Just really depends on your preference. So I personally like this way. My mom personally likes this way. So I have figured out how to do both without breaking the bank. When I first started this, I could only get the dark etching with this one tiny little 4-ounce bottle that was $44, I think, on Amazon. It was called Ceramark. And if at the time I thought it was the only one that was going to get the effect that I wanted with the dark etching. It is not. This can of Omnitech, I think I buy two cans for $40 or something. Like, don't quote me. I got horrible memory, brain damage, but it's a lot cheaper, and it's the size of a regular spray can. The other one, let's see, this is 13 ounces. The other can I paid $40 for was 4 ounces. It got me maybe 12 glasses or 18, 20 glasses. Awful. Not the best decision. So I'm going to help you save some money if you're looking for that effect. What you're going to do, you have your settings in, you have your rotary set up. If you don't know how to set your rotary up, I do have a video on it somewhere over there. And let's continue and set up. I'll show you what you got to do on the cups. Okay, so the trick to getting the different effect is your focus point. Now my focus point is up here at the top is how I change mine. So shoot. Okay, so this is still a little too high. So I want to take it out. I want to take this out. Get that out of there. Alright, now let's try this again. Got a little bug. Alright. So we want to set our focal point. This is actually perfect. Right to where it touches, whatever your focal point is, you put it perfectly set. Okay, that's perfectly set for this glass. Now that is going to give us the normal look. So we're gonna put a glass in there real quick. We're gonna frame that sucker out, and I'm gonna show you what this looks like, and then we're gonna do the same thing for the other effect, for the darker way. We can laser these glasses. So now where your laser comes out, mine comes out right in the middle. That is where I want to line it up to frame it. Okay. I'm going to take this glass off because let's click frame. It's going to spin around really fast. Choo, choo. All right. Now we're going to put a cup in and we're going to get it framed up. All right. And we are going to start that, and I'll show y'all how that runs. So here's our cup. I may be lagging. I got way too much stuff plugged in my computer. It is dying slowly. Not dying, but it's overheating. There is a problem. Who's Houston? I cannot freaking talk. Anyways, here is what it looks like, perfectly focused. Super dirty still, but what a shitty glass. Doomed. Wow. I'm the Hulk, dude. All right. Well, I mean, I guess you get the picture. But should I even run the other one? I feel like this video is cursed from the beginning. Okay, now that I've cut myself and almost quit, I'm not going to quit. What I am going to do instead, I'm going to just give you a bonus tip. I'm going to show you really quick how to frame up your glass. When you frame this, your thing's going to go crazy. See how it does that little, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do with myself. Now I need to change this image for this particular cup, so I'm glad that I came back here. I'm just going to exit out of that, and I'm going to grab, my computer's running so slow, I apologize. I'm sure that I am lagging like a mofo. Here we are, Octo Glasses. This is one of our best sellers. Alright, and then we're just going to bring that bad boy down here, bring that bad boy down here. And same thing, we're just going to guesstimate. Ready? Let's frame it up and take a look, see where it's falling. Oh, well, I guess you would need your cup in there, silly mama. And that does give us a little bit better of an idea because it is way high. Let's bring it down. So we can jump over here to the move button and click it down one. And then we can bring this down too. All right, let's try to frame that again and see what happens. Still too high. Now, let's move it over. Boom. All right, now let's try to frame it again. Boom. Dude, silly, you didn't even move it. All right, here we go. This is usually the sweet spot. Yeah, there we go, getting closer. Just got to come a little bit more down. That should be perfect. Let's try that. I just need to look at it one more time. See, yeah, it's too high. I'm seeing the tip of my diode come in too high, so I'm still going to move it down a little bit more. All right, let's try that. All right, I got to get a better angle. Let me look. That should be okay. It might be a little high compared to the other one. So again, the other one that I'm trying to match it to is a little low on the glass for my taste, but we got to match it because we sell cups in pairs, not singles, and nobody buys one cup. All right, I'm still coming down one notch. One last time, I think we might have got it. All right, and now this thing scooted all the way down. And with that adjustment, I think this should be good. Let's do it. All right, we're in like sin. Let's do this. Ready? And close the box. Close the box first. Close the box first. You don't want to blind yourself. So I think that's going to do it. I showed you my settings. I showed you that the laser spray can be used at different focal points for different darkness or depth of etching. If you put your focal point a lot further away, it makes the etching look darker. And if you put your focal point right on the money, right where it's supposed to be, your etching will be that nice white light color. And the bonus tip, I showed you how to frame your glass. So yay for me, yay for you. We all learned something. I gotta go clean my little baby cut. And if you like this video, do the thing on the buttons, and we'll catch you next time.